Hey travel pugs, so you're thinking about traveling solo. Maybe you've never done it before, maybe you have, and you want to step up your game. Either way, you've come to the right place. Today we're talking about the 7 best places for men to travel solo in 2025. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Solo travel? Sounds cool, but where do I go? Is it safe? Will I just be wandering around awkwardly by myself? I get it. But let me tell you, solo travel is one of the best things you can do for yourself. No waiting on travel buddies, no compromises, no one complaining about the itinerary, just you, complete freedom, and a whole world of adventure waiting. And don't worry, I'm not about to send you somewhere that'll leave you broke, bored, or questioning your life choices. So let's go. All right, first up, Denver, Colorado. If you've never traveled solo before, this is the place to start. It's got everything: nature, nightlife, and an insane amount of beer. Seriously, this city is like a choose-your-own-adventure book. Want to get lost in the mountains? Hop in a car, and in an hour you're standing in Rocky Mountain National Park. Prefer city life? Denver's got some of the best breweries, food halls, and live music spots in the country. What makes this city great for solo travelers is how stress-free it is. Public transit works fine. Locals? They say you don't need friends in Colorado because everyone is your friend. Now let's talk about the beer. Denver has over 150 breweries. That's more breweries than most cities have Starbucks. You could spend a whole week doing nothing but sampling IPAs and stouts, and no one would judge you for it. And if you want a quick escape, head up to Boulder. It's a short drive away, and it's got cool coffee shops, super scenic hikes, and a downtown scene that feels like it was made for people who own way too many Patagonia jackets. Walk around Pearl Street Mall, watch some street performers, and soak in the mountain town vibes. And if you want to level up the adventure, go hike around Red Rocks Amphitheater. Even if there's no concert, it's worth the trip. Now let's cross the ocean to Lisbon, Portugal. If you want to get out of the US but don't want to spend a fortune, this is the spot. Lisbon is one of the most affordable European capitals, and it doesn't skimp on culture, food, or things to do. You could spend an entire afternoon just hopping on Tram 28, riding through the city, and pretending you live in some kind of travel documentary. And here's the best part, solo travel is totally normal here. If you sit alone at a cafe or ask for a table for one, people here get it. And if you like nightlife, Lisbon comes alive at night. Head to Barro Alto, and you'll see exactly what I mean. The bars spill out into the streets, people are everywhere, and the whole neighborhood turns into an outdoor party. It's the kind of place where you can show up alone and leave with a dozen new friends. If beaches are more your thing, Lisbon is just a short train ride from Cascais, a ridiculously good-looking coastal town with perfect beaches and a laid-back vibe that makes you wonder why you haven't moved there already. Oh, and before you leave, get yourself a bifana sandwich. It's a simple pork sandwich, but somehow it's one of the best things you'll ever eat. Don't ask questions, just order one. All right, maybe you want something a little slower. Less neon lights, more cobblestone streets, fewer all-night ragers, more whiskey bars and seafood shacks. If that sounds like your vibe, let me introduce you to Charleston, South Carolina. This place is laid back but packed with character. It's got history, incredible food, and a waterfront that makes you feel like you're in a Nicholas Sparks movie, minus the unnecessary drama. It's one of the most walkable cities in the US, so you can explore without having to rent a car or figure out a confusing bus schedule. And when it comes to solo-friendly experiences, Charleston makes it easy. Take a boat out into the harbor, soak in the views, and then treat yourself to a seafood feast. And when I say feast, I mean oysters, shrimp, bourbon, and probably more oysters. If you want to slow down and enjoy the moment, grab a coffee, stroll down King Street, and soak in the historic charm. No rush, no crowds, just good vibes and Southern hospitality at its finest. Nashville, Tennessee is built for meeting people. You walk into a bar, boom, there's live music. You order a drink, boom, someone starts a conversation. It's basically engineered for extroverts, and if you're not one, you will be by the end of the night. Broadway is where the magic happens. Bar hopping here is a solo traveler's dream because you'll never actually be alone. Rooftop bars, neon lights, country music, it's all here, and it's impossible not to get caught up in it. If you need a break from the chaos, check out the Bluebird Cafe. It's a tiny venue where some of the best songwriters in the world perform, and it's a completely different vibe from Broadway. Chill, intimate, and just as memorable. I know what you're thinking. Medellín? Isn't that dangerous? Nope, not anymore. In fact, it's one of the most exciting, affordable, and underrated cities you could visit as a solo traveler. Seriously, this place has done a complete 180. Medellín is one of the best digital nomad hotspots in the world. It's got fast Wi-Fi, incredible coffee culture, and a cost of living that makes you wonder why you're still overpaying for rent back home. The weather? Perfect. They call it the City of Eternal Spring for a reason. And let's talk about Comuna 13. It used to be one of the most dangerous places in the world. Now it's covered in street art, packed with culture, and buzzing with energy. Take the cable car up the mountainside, walk through the colorful streets, and grab some of the best street food you'll ever have. Bottom line, Medellín is a city that surprises you in the best way. You go expecting one thing and leave with a completely different perspective. Plus, the coffee here is life-changing. Bali isn't just solo travel friendly. It's like they designed the entire island with solo travelers in mind. If you're on a budget, this place is a dream. You can live well on $30 a day. That's your hotel, your food, and probably a fresh coconut from a beach vendor who's living a more peaceful life than any of us. You can surf at sunrise, do yoga at sunset, hike a volcano in between, and still have time to hit a beach club at night. It's got everything: ocean, mountains, jungle, and a nightlife scene that somehow makes you feel both chill and like you're part of something wild at the same time. And here's the best part. You don't need a plan. Rent a motorbike, ride up to Ubud, and just see where the road takes you. You'll probably end up at a hidden waterfall, a monkey sanctuary, or some cafe overlooking a rice terrace where every digital nomad in the world is currently working on their life-changing memoir. If you've never been to Asia and want an easy, affordable, and ridiculously fun solo travel experience, this is your spot. No big city does solo travel better than Tokyo. This place is safe, clean, and absolutely unreal. It's like stepping into the future, except everything somehow runs exactly on time. You could spend weeks here and still not see half of what the city has to offer. And the food? If you love ramen, sushi, or literally anything fried, you'll be in heaven. They've got ramen shops designed specifically for people eating alone. You get your own little booth, your food slides in, and you don't even have to talk to a waiter. But don't think Tokyo is just quiet solo meals and anime shops. This city gets wild when the sun goes down. Head to Shinjuku, Shibuya, or Golden Gai, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Bar hopping here is a whole experience. Tiny bars, neon lights, and some of the best whiskey you'll ever taste. And if you need a break from the city, hop on a bullet train and be in the mountains or by the ocean in under an hour. Japan's transportation system is so efficient, it'll ruin every other country for you. So, where are you going first? Drop it in the comments. And if you want more, hit that subscribe button. See you in the next adventure. All right, so now you've got 7 incredible destinations to choose from. Whether you're looking for adventure, food, nightlife, or just a place to sit by the water and space out. So where are you going first? Let me know in the comments. Seriously, I want to know who's actually booking flights after watching this. Let's keep this adventure going.